Hi, Melissa. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, so we're gonna do a check-in, right? Again. So how are you feeling today? What are your emotions? What are your feelings right now coming in toward this session?
I'm good, but I'm also exhausted because there was so much traffic and I felt like I was gonna get crashed on. Like there were some were speeding, some didn't even put their signals on, or they were just like.
Yeah, I get you. The traffic is sometimes bad. I know I get you that situation. Okay, so again, my name is Sadie. Uh, I'm an interviewing counseling student at Del Tech. I just wanted to remind you about the informed consent and always have that in mind through all these sessions that we're going for you to volunteer. So first, again, I'm not a professional. I'm just a student doing my practice. Also wanted to talk to you about confidentiality. Everything's going to talk that in here is going to be confidential, and it's just my instructor and I are going to see the video, the instructor, because it's going to be graded. So also, there might be cases where I have to break confidentiality if it's either sexual assault, domestic violence involved, or there's any to young children and elderly people. So also as well, or legal issues that may, but we're not gonna get hopefully into that situation, right? So again, I'm gonna be writing down your documentation to your file about how I did last session. Do you remember when I was writing it all down, so I can kind of have like a note of like to find a treatment plan. It as well like the recording sessions. We're gonna be recording, so if you feel uncomfortable, you can let me know. We can stop the session. We can stop the recording, and so don't feel afraid or shy that it's just me and my instructor that we're gonna see this video. And as well, this is gonna be deleted after the course ends because it's just for grading and for me to practice my interview and counseling skills. So yeah, again, thanks for volunteering with me. And I want to go back to the first video. Remember when we recorded for first session, we recording about presenting your own problem, which it was about stress about job and work and schoolwork, right? Um, so do you remember what we talked about last session? Do you kind of have like, I just want to hear about what you remember, like what we talked about and discussed at last session. Can you kind of explain me what you kind of like remember what I did, and then I will go over what we actually did talk about.
We talked about how in the future I want to have a business. Like I just don't know where to start. I talked to you about the guy, and I talked to you about stress and anxiety with school and work, and how my coworkers are really like a great impact in the situation.
Okay, yeah, we actually did talk about that, which those are underlining issues, right? The top successors that we're here focusing is on that you said about school and work, right? That's 30% problem that you came up to me, and that's what we're gonna talk about, right? Um, yeah, we did talk about the flower business, about like what's your major responsibilities as well. We talked about how because of your job, you're working, you need the hours. You said you have house responsibility, you have debits, family issues as well as going on. Um, Also, you said about headache. You had an accident, right? We talked about car insurance, all of that, and also about your faith. We talked about like you were Catholic, right? Right? Am I all right? Right. Okay. So again, I want you to. We're gonna go more in detailed as well. I want you to feel confident with me. If anything, I'm here for you. I'm here to listen to you, so you can feel comfortable talking and speaking up with me. And of course, you're not gonna be judgy here. I'm gonna hear to help you and see what I can do as well. Again, I think I did not mention. I have my structure. Remember the from consent you signed. There's the information about my instructor that if you want to continue for either continue with sessions or you want to speak to her, again, if you want her phone number, I'll provide you in the card and for you to have her contact as well, okay? So, um, again, we did kind of like the summarize about, we talked about school and job and school and job. Basically, those are the main successors that it's going on right now in your life, right? So, I want to hear about, through the first session to right now, has any feeling changed or has it improved or not, or it's still the same? I want to know, like, if we're still continuing with that after the first sessions.
So I feel that I've gotten a little bit better. I'm not like in the hole where I was. I feel like everything's changing since the first session. Like I feel more like motivated.
Okay. Right now we're not gonna actually solve the problem. I'm here, like, again, I'm not professional, but I'm here to help you and address like what I can help for you. And yeah, I wanted to ask you this because we're gonna go into more details. So remember, have in mind that we're gonna probably like have a little bit of like trigger might happen here. So I want you to be aware of it too. So I'm gonna ask you questions, and hopefully, if you want to stop it, of course you can, or if you don't want to answer it as well, you let me know, okay? So I wanted to go back to what you're feeling. So I have written down that you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and as well about your time management. You have family issues, and we're gonna go about that towards this session, right? So I want to ask you about. You told me that sometimes you were crying over, you were overwhelming, and so what you started to do was cry, right? So I just want to make sure like that's right, okay? So how long has this issue been going on before, before work, or did it started when, since work and school started at the same time?
Since the work and school started at the same time.
Okay. How does that make, like, give me an example, like, how do you see stress? Like, again, I think I did say in the first sessions, but I want to like to kind of like see, because I have more questions, so I want to like kind of like tie them together, right? um what does it like right now? Like, I know you talked to me about like stress, like it made you cry, and that it's just making you like, you were kind of like afraid of failing about type of like classes and all that, and like leaving your responsibilities of work, and you have like a lot of responsibilities. We did list all of them. Again, how does stress, like right now, like give me like in a sentence, like deeply inside of you, tell me what the stress causes you. Like, what are the feelings, what are the emotions, how do you react, how does your body react?
Like the feelings are can be like you can be angry, you can be overwhelmed, or like for example, I have my assignments due a Sunday like night, and I'm at work, and I'm like, when am I gonna get off? When am I gonna start this? Or like the feeling of turning it late, since that's like a 15% penalty.
Okay. Okay, so I've heard that, yeah, it's a lot going on with your schoolwork and job, right?
Mm.
Are your responsibilities still the same that we talked about last week, which is was like still responsible the same thing, house or debit, and about the business that you said, the car insurance is still the same, all the responsibilities are still the same? Okay. I did wanted to ask as well. I don't think I did not ask for last sessions. Well, you did actually tell me, but has your hours has changed for
Yes,
work?
yes, it has.
What are your hours now?
So now I'm off Sundays and I'm off Tuesdays.
Okay. And Tuesdays. All right. And your other days, has the hours has changed?
Yes, but since it's slow season, like I can be sent home like at 9 or like 8.
Okay. So what time does your start, your usually your shift starts?
Like at 2.
2. And kind of like enlisted, like what time?
Like,
very late,
like 2 to 8, 2 to 9.
2 to 8. Okay, 2 to 8 to 9. Okay. Okay. So right now it's a little bit stressed, I imagine, right? About like it's low season, like you said. What are the things you do at work?
Well, I just be taking orders.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so taking orders. So, do you work in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Or just making drinks, but that's basically what I do. But since it's slow season, like it's really slow.
okay. So, last time you mentioned about like that you drive, you have a long drive, right? 40 minutes, and you said that usually like you hear music, you while you go out like out of work, you start to take music, and that's one of your ways of kind of like avoiding this feeling, right? Um, I wanted to ask, what type of music do you hear?
I just listen to like calm music or like dancing music, like bachata, like
Mhm.
Romeo Santos,
Mhm.
and sometimes listen to Bad Bunny.
Okay. Um, so okay, so I wanted to ask, do you think like I'm curious, like, okay, so you just tell me about like your playlist, right? About like it's Spanish music, right? Okay. Do you think that has this feeling like made you feel has something to do with your stress, or it helps you like motivate yourself, or how does this feeling helps you? What are the feelings that helps you like avoid the stress? Like how is the music helping you?
Like it gives me like motivation. It just takes like my negative thoughts out of my head.
Negative thoughts, okay. Do you do this every day? Like
Yeah.
after work? Like okay. Okay. Um okay. Okay, so as well, okay, so again, like going back to the problem, right? Again, how does stress makes you feel, and like what are your thoughts that goes to your mind, like negative and positive?
Like how I feel stressed.
Yeah, like how do you think, like what are your thoughts about it, like the good and the bad ways of stress? Tell me what's like, what can you take out good of stress, and what can you take bad about stress, like negative things and the positive things about stress?
Or for negative, I feel that it really changes the person's like mental health.
Okay.
And like for good, I feel that something it's good because if you don't have stress or like anything happens in your life, you can't improve, or like you have to have something downfall for you to get like right out.
Okay, so you said negative that can change like a whole like a person's mental health
Yeah.
in
And
this. Okay,
some people
right.
won't know how to like get out of stress or anxiety, or like they don't know where to start like ask for help.
Yes, it consumes you a lot. And I totally understand that. So yeah, like you mentioned about how you feel like it kind of takes you a lot down, like it takes you down. But now tell me, like, what are the positive that you can think about, like stress, like how in a certain way that see the other side of the stress. What do you think stress can help you beneficial? Like how can stress help you?
I feel that it can help you be like a mature person and like a successful person, because if you don't have like anything like stress, for example, or anxiety in your life, the next time you have like a little burnout, you know what to do, or you know what's expected.
Yes. I heard you said the word burnout, right? Have you heard about that word before? Okay, great. Yeah, so burnout as well is something that's kind of consuming you. Have you heard about any type of burnout that could help you with your
No, I
stress?
have not.
You have not. Okay. So, have you tried any somatic reset techniques, which is kind of like, can you be the regular inhale, exhale?
Yeah, I've tried like the breathing techniques.
Yeah. So, also about like there's like desk friendly stress relief, which is like kind of like doing your own exercise, like body exercise, like when you're at work or at school, you can do some like exercise, right? As well as school. I wanted to ask you about your time, about like how many work the times that you do have like schoolwork right now. Are you currently taking the same courses, the same time of?
Yeah.
Okay, you're taking the same courses. Okay. And still like all first semester, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Um. Okay. So nothing has changed, and okay. So there has been underlying issues, right, about your business as well. And that you said that you wanted to take out drop off school, right?
Mhm.
Um, for the moment right now, what do you think about? Okay, so you said you want to do because you have interests in flowers, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and where does that come from?
I've just like since I was little, like I really like gardening or like flowers in general. Like I don't know, like when I receive it, it just gives like a good gesture, like a great smile on my face.
Okay, great. And do you think it would help you? Anything about to help you with your stress?
Yeah.
It will help you a
Mm.
lot. And do you think if you're gonna do your business, right? If you're deciding, which
Mm.
it's your decisions, of course, right? If you decide to do the drop off school, right? Which what thing will impact you that has changed that your mind? Do you think that's your main stress right now, or why did you decide to like school, grad school?
Grab school first.
Yeah.
Cause I feel that if you don't have like a degree or like a certain certification, I feel like you won't get nowhere in life.
Okay, but what do you like? You told me before that you said that you were thinking about dropping school.
Mm.
Why? Like, what makes you feel? What is your concern about dropping out of school?
It's just like the time management.
Time management, of
Mm.
course. Have you done any plans? Um, like planned a time management plan for
Yes,
this?
like I said, now I'm off Sunday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Mm.
And has that worked for you?
Yeah, it has.
Okay.
So now I'm like caught up on assignments and sometimes I have free time.
Okay, great. That's actually a good technique that you can that which if you see that's actually helping you, it's helpful. Then I consider you continue using it as well for going on because I know you're recently dealing with these things. Okay. Um, I know you said about nothing has changed. Of course, you said you mentioned about a guy. I wanted to know and has that been going on to your mind? Has that been like right now one of your um thinkings or ideas out of like besides the stress of school and work? You mentioned that you don't have as much time with him and all
Mm-hmm.
of that. Um I just wanna know like has there anything going on further like that has improved or not improved your stress?
Since now I have like more free time, well, not a lot of free time, but like since I have like 2 days off, if we don't see each other Tuesday, we see Sunday. And usually he's the one that takes me out to like the beach or like the trail or like the park. Or just simply like he gives me flowers.
So he does make do like a mean it really impacts you in a certain way about dealing with your stress. Great. Okay, so the flowers as well, you mentioned me that it's kind of like one of your ways of taking out your stress. Like that's why you want to create a business and that's why you think that it's gonna make you feel better.
Better for me, and I feel like for other people like flowers too. It's just like a simple. It might not be like a big detail, but I feel like with just like seeing like roses, people getting happy too.
Okay, yeah, I understand you about that. Um, I wanted to. I know you told me about like school and job and all of that. Have you talked it with a supervisor at work about? I don't know. Like, have you decided like either change your hours, see like something that help you? I know you requested another day off, right? Or because they gave it to you like that?
I know I changed my availability.
Huh?
I changed my availability.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Yeah, and I understand it's low stuff.
Mm.
Like, it was low season right now,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. Like it might help you right now for helping dealing with the school and all of that. And how's school? Like, is it still the same thing? Is it like improving? Is it good, bad?
It's improving.
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 That's really great. That's good to hear about that. Again, there's a lot of how to. There's many ways that you can find to help you like hear about like the burnout. I know you said like you do the planner, which is like help you manage like your timing and all of that. Again, the techniques I recommend you doing um it can be helpful. Have you heard about the box breathing technique?
I have not.
No, you inhale 4 seconds and then you exhale for 4 seconds and then repeat it. It's kind of like a square, like 4 seconds each, right? That would be actually helpful too as well if you would like consider in taking that for future. And it's very great to hear that you're actually improving, which is really awesome. Um, I know you had right now. You said that your schedule right now is lowering it, and it's actually helping you emotionally, right? What are some of the feelings that is taking out after you left the shift? What are some of the feelings that you don't feel as how you felt before when you had like the previous shift?
Well, I'm less worried. I'm less stressed.
Okay.
My sleep schedule's getting like to normal, like sleeping well.
Okay.
And I feel that the anxiety is like out.
It's going out like slowly. So you think that actually taking the day off helped you a lot? And okay, great. What about school? I know there's assignments, of course, like it's school, and we know that it's gonna continue there, right? Do you think that have you ever like planned out like have you tried doing work at home and doing work at a library or somewhere? Have that helped you with like not drown yourself as much with
Yes,
your
I
assignments?
have, because I feel that sitting at a table, I can get stuff done compared to like me doing before in my bed. I feel like I had no motivation. Like I feel like a phone, like TikTok, was a distraction too.
Okay. So you right now said that you concentrate more in sitting at a table and without no phones rather than being at your house, laying on the bed and doing the same and you don't feel motivation, right? Okay. And I totally understand that everyone has their own way of learning, like the own way of like how do they feel comfortable learning, and that's good ways for you to understand, for you to learn how to like manage that stress and assignments. Of course, like there's gonna be assignments, but finding yourself a way to kind of like see how to manage that, right? That's pretty awesome. Also, you did mention before about family issues. Do you think that how's that issue right now making you feel?
Sometimes it makes me sad because like our culture, they don't really believe in depression.
Okay. And do you think that has influenced you about the way of how you're thinking about how you're taking stress right now?
Yes, because I feel that for me to not express my emotions, I feel that it has impacted like me not being able to find like help.
Okay. And yeah, that's totally valid, right? Um, so also you mentioned that you moved out, right? Has that has your stress impacted since you left that home? I know you said because of you got the responsibilities and right now job, so it's more about you having more responsibility about that's why you're working. But I know that you kind of got away from them because there was like family issue going on. Have you done anything before session 1? You said something related to that you don't really talk to them as much. Has anything changed since that first session to now?
No.
It still continue? Okay, so do you think like right now, do you think like it's kind of like involved your stress with it? Has it like has anything to do with it, like your stress?
No, because since I moved out, like I feel like I'm in my own world now.
Okay.
So I feel like that some type of way helped me like reduce my stress and like my thoughts.
So you had more stress before. Okay. What was your stress before? I wanted to hear more about that.
I felt like I would cry out of nowhere. I feel like I had no like motivation. I would get angry a lot, or I would start yelling, or I just would like I wouldn't care.
Okay. So you said you would cry a lot. From nowhere. You said that you didn't have motivations, and right now you said that you have now that kind of type of thing that you right now you just do you cry more often or less often, or what are your feelings like? What are your tell me like your real thoughts about how it has changed. Like, oh yeah, you mentioned
It has changed because now I cry less, maybe like one time a week now.
Okay.
Like I'm neutral. Like I'm happy most of the time now.
Okay, great. And that's
And like stress, not really. I could say. I mean, I am, but like not fully.
okay. But yeah, there's a little bit still going on. Okay, great. And that's okay. Like, yeah, I know stress can come in, um, and that's okay. It's part of life. And like I heard you said about the positive and the negative things about like stress, and of course, and I totally understand you, and I can agree with you about that. Um, as well, I wanted to know one other thing about how far do they live?
Like 15 minutes away.
Okay, 15 minutes away. And how does this make you feel? Good, bad? What are your emotions like? Um,
I'm just like neutral.
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 Okay.
It's not really like affecting me.
Okay.
Because either way, I'm at work or at school.
So you have a lot going on, busy mind, and
yeah.
You know everything. Okay. Okay. So, what is the environment as well? Wanted to ask in your work. How's with you with your coworkers? What are your relationships?
It's really good. They're like really like loving and like they give me like on what to do. Like sometimes I'll be like, what should I do to like calm myself or something, and then they give me like
Yeah, you did mention that before. That they're really supportive. Do you think that's actually helpful, like leaving your like relieve your stress?
Yes, because if I would have not have them in there, like I'll probably have a burnout at work. Not gonna lie, I'll probably be like yelling, maybe angry.
Okay, yeah, that's great to hear. That you feel actually like feel good and working there, and that's actually good because like that's helping you as well like deal with your stress, and I really love that that it's actually working out for you. Again, is there anything else you want to talk about? Something that you want to probably something that I might be missing right now? Have any questions?
I actually got a roommate, so I feel like my bills got smaller now since we're two now.
Okay, so yeah, it has changed. Rent, you say, right? Has okay, great. That's good to hear that you're finding your own ways to like not get to a point to burnout, right? And that's really great. And I really motivate you to continue with what's actually helping you. And anything again,
And
I'm
like
here
for
for
like
you.
hospital bills, I found like a Medicaid that actually like supported like
Yeah, yeah. Did you talked about the car insurance? How's that going on with it?
the
About
car
the accident.
oh well, like the hospital bill, I got taken care of like with like my Medicaid and Medicare.
Oh, that's good. That's really good to hear. And
So now I'm focusing more like on the car.
okay.
But I'm not really stressing over it though.
Okay, that's really good. That's good to hear, actually. So you did say that there's a lot of things that's kind of like getting better, like your time management. You're dealing more with managing how to deal with your stress, right? Which is good to hear, and I really encourage you to continue with that motivation, and again, continue with that thoughts about finding ways to manage this, which is really awesome to hear. I as well, I'm here for you as well. And one last thing I did want to talk about, because I want to see, you said you're Catholic, right? Okay, so how does your faith help you like cope with stress? Like how does it help you with, is there any impact or no?
I feel like yes, because now that I'm off Sundays, I can go to like their services like at 12 to 2, and like I can go and I can like relax my mind. I can be more like have more time for God.
Okay.
And now like every night I can start praying or like have a simple talk. Like I feel
Okay.
like talking to myself has like impacted.
Great, that's really awesome to hear. I really that's good to hear actually. Like I feel really happy for you. And so again, keep up with your time management and your plan again, as well. Journaling, write it down, all the feelings that you have, and probably like right now you did not talk that about it, but if you wanted to like put it in towards the session that you want to talk about it, for next session we're gonna kind of see how you're going your process, and of course we're gonna do the termination as well. So I want you to be aware about it, that we're almost to the end. um, Again, if you want to reach out, there's my instructor as well. I will provide you her information. So yeah, so for is it okay for you to close out here? And um, is there anything you want to add on? Any feedbacks about me or something I want to improve? I want to know about that as well, because it's part of like my learning process. And again, I want to thank you. So is there anything you want to add on?
I wouldn't change anything. I feel like you did a really good job explaining,
Thank you.
refreshing my mind, and like for your help for last session to this session, it has really impacted me.
That's great to hear. That's actually good to hear. Hopefully you um, help manage this stress, which is really amazing, and great job for you to learn in your own ways. And again, there's techniques, the breathing techniques. There's many desk friendly stress. Like when you're in school or somewhere doing work, you can like hear music, like you said, it helps you motivate. Do some small exercise. There's like again like you can there, and it's okay. Like there's block off time where you can like not be to work and just focus on yourself. No work, no assignments. Have that mind. Try to like take a break of it, and kind of like like it's okay, and it's part of like you learning. So yeah, again, I want to encourage you to try these type of techniques, and as well write it down. If you want to write it down, you can write it down like all your thoughts, your ideas throughout the whole time we're gonna be out. I'm not gonna see you until next session. If you want to bring up to me about how you felt or what were your ideas, right? Again, and again, um, encourage you with the meditation, like their brief meditations. And I don't think there's more that I would like to add on. I mean, it was a really amazing conversation, and I really appreciate you offering yourself. So yeah, so have in mind and be aware that for next sessions we're gonna there's gonna be a termination. So yeah, I really thank you very much. I really enjoyed talking to you. And do you wanna how? Okay, let's do this. Close out something fun. Um. Okay, I know I don't have a mirror right here, right now, right? But let's say that right now you do have a mirror, right? Say one phrase that you would tell yourself. Say that you're in a mirror in front of yourself, and something related to your stress, like something to like, and think. Okay, let's go back to when you feel stressed, right? What's one word right now that you would say to Melissa right now that's feeling stressed? Let's say that you're seeing her stressed. What's one word that you would actually tell her right now?
Be positive.
Be positive. Great. I really love that. And yeah, again, I encourage you to always also to talk to yourself. And yeah, okay, then it was a nice talking. Again, see you for next session. And
thank you, Sadie.
Yeah, okay.